once it's actually very organized here. You know, they usually have you've seen the moves that we made, and the order is not perfect. But Doi-san, he keeps his order. It's good. So there's Nicholas standing with Tatsuya-san from Sushin, and he's the knife sharpener for Doi. So let's see if I can survive going back here. Oh, I might trip over something. Let's see if we can get some close-ups. And sit my bum down here. So that's the furnish going. I'm actually sitting basically on the spring hammer here. So the steel is going to come my way pretty soon, all red hot. And I'm going to get out of the way then for sure. Okay, this. I'm gonna get fucking. That's exciting. I'm haven't been this close before. The lamination of his knife, so. See? Well, it's pretty warm. Doi's got he's got no gloves. And I'm complaining standing next to the forge. So, see that? So I moved away to get rid, or to get free from the burning steel, but I didn't manage. That burns. now he's shaping the fang, which is the metal or the steel where you then connect the handle. You can see how the knife is starting to take shape. So you can see the blade starting to take shape of a knife. And as I said, the steel is about 800 degrees when it comes out of the furnace, and when Doi starts to hammer it. And the steel has been laminated. That was the first part we saw. So he's got the steel in two qualities. That was a close call to my foot. So now, there's the soft steel from the other side. The hard part. So what we're seeing now is the forging between the soft and the hard steel, and it's all in Japanese, of course. So for the ones who speak Japanese, maybe you can hear it. It's a bit noisy, but it's just showing how the different steels are forged together traditionally. Okay, so this is really nice because this is the first time Nicholas is in a pit in front of a furnace. So this is cool and really exciting. It's pretty hot, he says. This is the first.
Yeah, and a pizza at the same time.
Yeah, he's going to go into the pizza business.
He's always thinking about food.
Yeah, yeah, it's good for him because he is a foodie.
Yeah.
So Doi shows him the controls of the spring hammer. So Nicholas is using his foot, as you probably have heard in the other videos. So he's controlling the spring hammer with his foot, speed and power by pushing or pulling with the foot. And so he's got it now. It's going to make some of the most expensive knives in that would come out of Japan.
Be careful with your foot. It's there now.
I know.
It's done.
You did it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's the blade he did. Quite similar to one that Doi just made. Somehow.
Somehow it looks the same.
How was it?
I taught Doi now everything I know.
Okay,
so
good.
The next knife it will be a little bit better for him.
So this is actually knives that we ordered that is being made, and Doi is just showing us how they look at this point. At the point, it's beautiful stuff. You can go whenever you're ready, sir.
Okay, so we're at the workshop of Doi-san, one of the best makers in Japan. You see his workshop is very, very dark, and he worked on that so that he can see the color of the steel when he takes it out, which you've seen in the video. Basically what he's doing is he's taking two layers of steel, a hard layer and a soft layer. He's joining the two together and forming the knife. He starts from the bottom end of the blade because that's the thickest part of the knife, going to the thin part of the knife at the front. After he's finished making it, in which you see in the video, the blade goes onto these machines on this side here where they're ground. So they take the blade from there, and if it's a double-sided blade, they grind it from there to there. The knife that you saw being made earlier was a single-sided blade. So you've got the hard steel on this side, soft steel on this side, and you'll see him making the grind that way. Sorry, left-handed. So in the right hand, so when you're cutting, in the right hand when you're cutting, this side will be the hard side, which is curved, and this side will be the soft side, so the food falls away. Once he's finished grinding the blade there, it comes onto these belt things that we see in our shops. The flat grinders, belts in some cases, flat in other. So those are then used for the final grinding, and then they go off to. Doi-san doesn't sharpen the knives himself. He has a specialist knife sharpener, which often is why there's a delay in the blades because he's busy making the knives. The guy who's sharpening, he has a 2 to 3 year wait list. So once they're finished, you're the privileged customers that get these beautifully handmade knives from Doi-san of Sakai.
And the knife you're holding in your hand, that is actually
this
a
is
blade
the knife that
made
actually. This is the knife. It's a double-sided knife. This is the Gyuto 180 Gyuto, and it will be the knife that's actually going to have a magnolia handle with a buffalo horn collar on it, and you'll see them in the store by about, I hope, November or December this year.
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah. So this, guys, is what you can expect to see in our shop. So basically, we're also wrapping up now for from the Japan trip 2023. Sorry, in September. So this is the last video in the series.
And you've seen the last video, the very, very best of the whole thing that we've done so far.
So with those words, thank you all, and please swing by our shops.